Hello everyone. If you are manually handling Gmail emails, this workflow will automate the entire process. So let's stick with the video and understand the whole process. So before diving into the discussion, let's try to see how this Gmail automation works visually so we'll understand better. So if you see my account, you'll see it is very organized. There is some sort of leveling that I have created here, and as you can see there are two emails. One is like update or notification, another one is a real email, someone send a message. So we'll try to see how this two email works in the automation. So if I click the execute workflow, and we'll try to see how this works. It's waiting now, and then agent is classifying, goes to the response branch, and then it's waiting again, and then it detects the language because it can handle 3 different languages, and then again it's waiting to reach the main agent that will create the draft reply. No worries, I will be breaking down the workflow so that you have the idea. Okay, check the knowledge base, example, store the data, and then yes, it's done already, and you see it also give a level as system. Okay, now let's try to see how the inbox looks like. So we can see the first one is created a draft, and second one is given a tag which is system. And if I open the inbox, you can see it's asking about the meeting, so the reply should be given yes, a link to conduct the meeting. Thank you for reaching out and for your interest in exploring growth strategy for our company. I have shared the introduction. See, I'm happy to discuss potential opportunity link. So I can just send it this one if I see no edit is needed. If you want to edit, you can just edit. So the manual process is removed here. You can just read it. If you feel okay, you can just send. If you want to edit, you can edit. So you don't have to worry about the inbox, what to write, which one should I avoid, which one should I give the importance. So now let's break it down so that you can understand what is the concept behind this automation. And this is a production ready one. I want to show you guys the real workflow that actually we build. I don't want to show something that is not valuable, that is not like fancy to show only, but I want to show you the real world scenario and how real world automation works. So let's try to understand from the very beginning. So let's say if someone send a message to your inbox, and here is your inbox, it will immediately pull the message, and then it will try to send this branch and that branch. So if it is true, the if node is true, it will go here, and it will be whether FYI or the system. That means we don't have to care about these two emails for most of us. Okay, so if you have to care about the promotional email or maybe update email, then maybe you can look here, otherwise you can just avoid. So most of the people wants to avoid the promotional or updated email, and then it will filter down, and only the response needed email will go this way. And this is another classifier agent, this is another filter. The email will be filtered here once, and then again it will be analyzed by this agent whether the incoming email is really needed the response. So this agent will try to understand again, okay, is it really needed or not. If needed, then it will go to this to respond branch. Otherwise it will give a tag like FYI or system, or let's say this agent cannot understand what is asking by the customer or client, and then it will send immediately notification to you that someone is asking something. Here is the ID, here is the thread ID subject. You can take an action immediately to resolve the issue. And also this email will go to this human loop in the Gmail inbox. So you understand this one. So let's go to the main point. If an answer is needed, okay, the routing will be this branch. It will be level as to respond, and then mark as read. This is very important, otherwise this same email will be taken by many, even if the draft is created once. So we have to make sure that when we create a draft or maybe even send automatically, we must mark as read, so that next time the agent will not take the same email or same message. So it gives a name, level, to respond and mark as read, and then again it will take the previous conversation. Let's say we talk back and forth, so there might be few conversation. So the agent, if the agent doesn't know about the previous conversation, then maybe the draft or the response will not be accurate, or maybe not aligned with the previous conversation. That's why here we get the previous conversation, we clean the data, and then here the first agent, this is about language detection agent, because this automation is handling 3 different languages. So based on the customer message, it will detect the language and then pass to this main agent. This agent will analyze the previous conversation and the customer request, and then we'll go to knowledge base or example if needed. And also it has the ability to provide the calendar link that you saw in my email as well. So depending on the user queries, it will go to knowledge base, it will give the meeting link, and then it will go to your draft. It will draft your email, if I can say directly. And there are a couple of nodes has to be used here, because normal Gmail draft node will not always reach to the client's certain thread. So we have to work around here so that the message that you send from your draft always go to the same thread. So let's say someone message you to have a meeting with him or her, and then you send a message as a new. So it's always difficult to detect, to see the previous conversation. That's why we did some work here, and we made sure that the draft, when we send, always go to the same thread, so that there is no misunderstanding. And then this CRM will store the data and then give certain levels here. Okay, this level is remove. No, this one will remove, keep awaiting, and action. So I'm not going to talk about this leveling today, because this is for the second and third workflow, and this is the first workflow for Gmail automation. There will be 2 more automation, which helps an inbox to be organized, to be clear, so that you don't really have to worry about your inbox, like what's going on. You always get the idea whenever you just go respond FYI or system. You can just see how many respond messages you have, how many FYI, how many system, everything here. You see, all of them are system, and here all of them are FYI. So you can easily understand, okay, I don't have to worry about that. I'll just have to think about the respond. Okay, so this is very organized. I'm not going to make it very complex at the moment because I want everyone to get the main idea of it. So if you guys really want to understand step by step, then let me know. I'll try to create another video so that you can get the step by step details. But there are two more videos of this Gmail automation, and I will be uploading them soon. So that's all. Thank you so much. Hope you get something from this video.